You know how they say never judge a book by its cover? Yeah, Channing Tatum literally says that in this movie once, and that's literally what I thought to myself after the end of this movie. Never judge a book by its cover. Or heck, in this point, never judge a film by its trailer or poster. What is going on, my fellow movie lovers, and welcome back to the Luke Ponto channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this thumbnail here today. Hope you all enjoy your stay, and let's get another movie review out of the way. Because today, you guys, we are going to be taking a look at The Lost City. This movie was directed by Adam and Aaron Nee, and it stars a great cast of talents, including Sandra Bullock, Channing Tatum, Daniel Radcliffe, and Brad Pitt as well. And one thing I gotta say about this movie is I was not looking forward to this, but I checked it out at a 1:50 p.m. showing today. Boy, do I have some thoughts. And this movie tells the story of a writer named Loretta Sage, played by Sandra Bullock, and she gets kidnapped by this billionaire trying to help her get to the Lost City. And so now it's up to her cover model, Alan, played by Channing Tatum, to save her. So as I said before, I was not excited for this movie. I saw the trailer for this movie a few times in theaters. I saw it when I went and saw Scream. Then I saw it when I went and saw Jackass Forever. And then when I went and saw Uncharted. And every time I was like, this looks bad. So, but then after earlier this week, when I heard the positive reviews about this movie, I was like, wow, okay. Is it actually that good? So, I went to the theater today with my mom to see it again. Like, I went and saw it with my mom, and I gotta tell you guys, I left this theater stunned. This is The Lost City is possibly the biggest surprise of the entire year. Like, so far. At first, I thought I was getting that Disney Plus film cheaper by the dozen. But, no, now it goes to this movie as biggest surprise of the year is The Lost City. I had a total blast with this movie. This is one of my favorite films of the year so far. But that's not to say this film's perfect by any stretch. Like, there's one small issue, which I should just address now before I go any further and talk about the rest of my positives with this film. My only small negative with this film is Divine Joy-Randolph's character. Now, not to say that she did a bad job in the film, but my problem was her subplot. Like, there's like this subplot where with this guy, and she meets after she gets dropped off like somewhere else from the plane, and now she has to go with this guy to go and try to save Bullock and Tatum. Not a spoiler by any means, because you see this in the trailer. Like, you literally see that in the trailer. No spoiler. And I thought that subplot, honestly, was it kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. But that's not to say that it's like a huge, like, major issue with this movie. Like, it's just a small issue that I have with The Lost City. But now let's get to my positives about this film and like what I loved about it. First off, the direction. I think the way that this film is directed, I think it's filmed in such a great way. Like, I loved the setting of this movie, like, and when they go to the jungle, like, and all that, like, especially like with the cinematography for this, like when they go to the jungle, I think is filmed beautifully. It's a well-shot movie. It's a great-looking film. I gotta give them credit where it's due, man. Adam and Aaron Nee did a great job directing this movie. I think they did great. Now, some people might complain a little bit about the action scenes, but they didn't bother me, honestly. Like, with the camera work that they did with those scenes, it didn't bother me, if I'm gonna be honest. I know a good pal of mine, Zach Goller here on YouTube, did have a slight little problem with the action sequences, but it didn't stop him from really enjoying the movie. I didn't have a problem with that, honestly. Like, I was enjoying myself all the way through when watching this movie in the theater. And also, this script, you guys, is possibly one of the funniest scripts I've seen for film in quite some time. This is another film that made me laugh so hard in the theater. Like, this is not the hardest I've laughed for any film I've seen in theaters, because you guys know me, Jackass Forever was the film that made me laugh the hardest in theaters. But this film made me laugh really hard. It was so funny. And also got some good emotional moments in there too. Like, not gonna lie. Got some great emotional moments in there, especially towards the end of the movie. It works out pretty well. And plus the chemistry between Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. Let's touch on that right now. They work great together. They play off of each other hilariously. And I think they definitely worked great together at moments in the movie. Like, it just works well for this movie. I think they're the great, like, odd couple and everything like that. It's like, you watch this film, like the beginning of this movie, and you're like, yeah, these two would not be a couple. And then later on, they become like this like odd couple that just comes off so hilarious in some ways. It is really funny. Brad Pitt's also in this movie, and again, not a spoiler because you see him in the trailer for this movie. And when I saw the trailer for this movie, that was actually the funniest part of the trailer. And I was like, that's really the only funny part this movie really has to offer. But when I watched the film, I was like, dang, this is a lot funnier than I thought. I was laughing pretty hard at certain moments, if I'm going to be honest. And mostly that has to go with the performances, especially from Tatum, Bullock. Like, mostly a lot of the scenes with Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, like, whenever they were giving off one-liners, they were starting to really make me laugh. And Brad Pitt did as well. He really made me laugh, like, for the times he was on screen. Daniel Radcliffe. Let's touch on Daniel Radcliffe here as our villain here. You guys may remember he did a villainous role back in when he did Now You See Me Too back in 2016, which he was actually one of my favorite parts of that movie. But in this film, now, he may really feel like a MCU villain, like with the businessman in a suit and everything. But here, I think he really just takes the film and just is like, you want to know how a villain should do, like when he's wearing a suit? He's like that's how you be be funny, dude. Like, he was hilarious in this film. He made me crack up so hard as the villain in this film. I did not think he really would, honestly, like, because he did great. He did really good in Now You See Me Too, and I think he honestly did better in this movie. Like, he was so freaking funny in this movie. Every time this dude cracked a one-liner, I was like, I cracked up, man. I can't tell you why, man, because he was so freaking good in this movie. Like, everyone was great in this film. The cinematography is done great. The direction's good. The writing's great. I think the film is edited very well, and the chemistry between Bullock and Tatum, I think, works very well in this movie as well. And Daniel Radcliffe plays a great villain. Again, Divine Joy-Randolph, I think her subplot was unneeded in my opinion. Like, she could have just, like, you know, been the one that just helps out Sandra Bullock, like, you know, with at the beginning of the movie because of the book tour. I didn't think there needed to be a subplot that revolved around her, honestly. I was more invested when they came back to Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum. That's when I got more invested into the movie, and I just thought her subplot just really did not really work for me. Besides that, I had a ton of fun with The Lost City. And if you guys did not get a chance to check this out yet, it just came out in theaters today at the time of filming. Please go check this out in theaters. Like, when you have a big budget film like this, especially like for a comedy film like this, and you're expecting nothing out of it, you're going to have a ton of fun with The Lost City. And I think this is one of the best films of the year so far. The biggest surprise so far, I might add. And I just can't recommend this film enough. Go check out The Lost City in theaters. It deserves your time as well. Like, go with a big group of friends or go with your family to see this movie. Like, either way, you're going to have a good time. And I'm going to give The Lost City an A. Yeah, I bet you guys weren't expecting that grade, were ya? Well, that's just me, you guys. I actually had a ton of fun with The Lost City. And like, I walked out of that theater and I was like, that was great. But yeah, you guys, I had a great time with The Lost City. So go check this out in theaters if you can. Like, if you guys get a chance to, go check it out in theaters. Go with a big group of friends or go with your family and check it out, because this movie is a blast from start to finish. I promise you guys will not regret seeing this film in theaters. But obviously, this is all my opinion, of course. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys thought of The Lost City. Is this the biggest surprise of the year for you? Is it exactly what you expected? Was it like bad? Was it great for you? Like exactly what you expected, or what? And also let me know down in the comments below, like, what is your like treasure hunt type of movie? And like, I love getting to interact with you guys. Like, I love making videos and I love interacting with all of you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you guys are new to the channel, and hit that notification bell right next to it so that way you guys can get notified of all the videos I upload. And also make sure you hit that thumbs up as well, because it's very beneficial for me to get my content out there. You guys are awesome. Look forward to more awesome content here on the channel very, very soon. In April, we got a great amount of new releases coming out. We got Morbius. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which I'm super excited to see. We got Ambulance. We got Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. We got The Northman, The Bad Guys. Lots of new, exciting new content to look forward to, and much, much more. Y'all are the best. Once again, y'all, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more content from me, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.